My latest argument with my brother. Hey, I need to tell you about this argument I had with my brother recently. You know how siblings can get under each other's skin like no one else? Well, this was one of those times. It all started over something really trivial, as these things often do. We were trying to decide what movie to watch. I wanted to watch this new action film that just came out, but my brother insisted on watching a comedy he's seen a million times. It sounds silly now, but in the moment, it felt like a big deal. Things escalated quickly. He started teasing me about my taste in movies, saying I always choose the most boring ones. I shot back, telling him he had no sense of adventure and always stuck to the same old stuff. Before we knew it, we were yelling at each other, both convinced we were right. Our parents tried to intervene, but that only made things worse. It felt like they were taking sides, even though they were just trying to calm us down. My brother stormed off to his room, and I stayed in the living room, fuming. I couldn't believe we were fighting over something so stupid. After some time to cool down, I started to feel guilty. My brother and I have always been close, and it sucks when we argue. I knew I had to apologize, but I was still angry and didn't want to be the first to cave. Eventually, I mustered up the courage to go to his room. When I knocked on his door, he looked surprised to see me. I took a deep breath and said, "Look, I'm sorry about earlier. It was a dumb argument, and I shouldn't have yelled at you." He hesitated for a moment, then admitted he was sorry too. We both laughed about how ridiculous the whole thing was. We decided to compromise on the movie. We ended up watching a mix of genres that neither of us had seen before. It was actually a great choice, and we had a lot of fun. Sitting there, watching the movie together, I realized how lucky I am to have a brother who cares enough to fight with me. It means we're both passionate and close, even if we don't always see eye to eye. The argument reminded me that even though we fight, we're still family, and nothing can change that. We've had our fair share of disagreements over the years, but we always find a way to make up. It's part of what makes our relationship strong. Thinking back, I can see how silly it is to let small things come between us. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment and forget what really matters. But at the end of the day, it's not about who wins the argument. It's about finding a way to move past it and stay connected. I've realized that being the bigger person and apologizing first doesn't mean you're admitting defeat. It means you value the relationship more than being right. That's something I'm still working on, but this argument was a good reminder of that lesson. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. Sibling arguments can be tough, but they also have a way of bringing you closer together if you handle them right. Next time we're together, remind me to tell you about some of our other crazy arguments. There have been quite a few. Let's catch up soon. I'd love to hear what's going on in your life.